Hello everyone and welcome back to Creation Motivation Channel. This is Lose and Maintain and I am coming at you today with a little video. I just wanted to share my experience with a new workout that I am doing. It is called Insanity. Yes, Insanity, the craziest workout of all time. I don't know if you have heard of it, or maybe you've seen video of it, or maybe you've actually attempted to do it. Oh my goodness, it is not easy at all. It's actually one of the hardest workouts I've ever done, ever. And I've done some doozies. I've also done Taibo. Taibo's very good too. It's not quite as intense, but it can get intense, especially if you step it up. Because when you do these workouts, they will have someone doing a lesser movement so you can adjust. You can always modify your movements so you can keep up, which I love that for the ones that do it. And then you can also step it up. There will be a person doing it to the max, usually the actual creator of it, or the coach or the teacher, I don't know what you call them, that's actually talking to you while you work out. They'll usually do it to the max, and you can follow them to get an even harder workout and max out. There's also one I did when I was younger. I don't know if you've heard of this one, but it's also a classic. It's Buns of Steel. And that one is not really cardio based. They do have a small cardio warm-up segment in the beginning, which does not feel like a warm-up, by the way. It feels difficult. But that one is more of a strength training type of toning workout. And when you hear toning, you generally don't think that's going to be hard, but this one hurts so much. It's targeting your legs, your thighs, your backside, your abs, everything, and it is tough. That one, I might talk about that in another video, but that one, it's different. This one that I'm talking about today, I just started it up a couple weeks ago. My family wanted to try it. They were asking me, they said, what's a really tough workout? Because they want to challenge themselves, right? I happened to mention Insanity as a joke. I mentioned it as a joke. And ever since I mentioned it, we've been doing it twice a week. The first week I did it 3 times. That almost injured me. Okay. This workout, it's tough, okay? It's an interval HIIT training workout. It hurts. It targets most of your body. And they do a lot of floor exercises where it's kind of like a plank position, which is very difficult for someone who is heavy, on the heavier side, especially in the obese range, like myself. So I have to modify that quite a bit. I have to use something like a table or a chair just to be able to do the move. I'm hoping in the future that I will be able to do it the actual correct way. But modifying is okay. And this is something I want to drill inside of everyone's minds, that modifying is okay as long as you're still getting a good workout the end of the day. If your heart rate is in the intense range, the HIIT interval range, you are going to be burning a lot of calories. It doesn't matter if you're modifying it or not. If you're modifying the workout and you're not sweating at all, you're able to just hold a whole conversation and nothing's really happening, then yeah, you do need to step it up. But in most cases, modifying is so very important. I cannot do these workouts without modifying in some way. I really love Taibo because it's not quite to the point where you want to pass out. It's just right there in the middle. You can modify it. It is still tough as well. But Insanity, let me tell you a little bit about this crazy guy, okay? It's basically interval training, and they do these moves. The warm-up, just the warm-up, is jumping jacks already. And jumping jacks for me are extremely difficult. They're very cardio-based. This whole workout is extremely cardio-based. So this is definitely meant for fat loss. I know he has other videos. I haven't tried them all yet. Maybe there's one that isn't so much cardio-based. But this is definitely meant to get you breathing hard. It's meant to make you sweat, breathe hard, to the point where you just don't think you can continue on. And he calls it maxing out. And when they max out, they have this chalkboard in the background, and the other people doing the workout, including him, when they max out and they can't go on anymore, they go to the chalkboard and they write the time that they gave up, I guess. So that's called maxing out. And then the goal is every time you do the video, you have to try and see if you can pass that mark. Also, the goal is to get fitter and better at doing these moves and stronger and able to go faster every time and just up your ante every time, which it is true. Workouts definitely can get stale, and they definitely can get too easy to the point where you stall, you stop losing weight because it's just so easy and you're lighter. So you're actually burning less calories because you're lighter. You don't have all that weight pulling on you and challenging you to burn more calories. So it makes sense. Disclaimer, always consult a doctor before attempting some crazy weight loss scheme or workout, or don't do any schemes at all. This is a very difficult workout, and you got to really monitor yourself with it. I wear a watch to monitor my heart rate and make sure it doesn't get too incredibly high, because you can overdo it just like you can underdo it. You can overdo a workout to the point of heat exhaustion, for example, or even heat stroke. You got to monitor how hot you get. You got to monitor your breathing and pain in your joints as well, pain in your muscle. If there's something you can't do because your joints are weak or something like that, don't force it, okay? Definitely monitor your body. Listen to your body. Listen to the signs. But also, don't just quit because it's hard. Your muscles are going to burn in a workout like this. I know, because when I did it, my muscles were burning. And he even says in the video, you're going to feel burning in your muscles. Don't overdo it, but also allow a little bit of pain. And I don't like to say the word pain, but there is that famous quote, of course, no pain, no gain. I'd rather say challenge than pain. You don't want to have too much pain in a workout. You want to enjoy the workout. That's why modifying is key. Modifying comes into this. It's very, very, very important. In the past, when I was younger especially, I'd try to lose weight, and that's part of my yo-yo dieting history. I've been doing this since I was pretty young, teens, really. And when I was younger and maybe a little naive, of course, I would think when I did a workout that if I didn't do it exactly like they did it, that made me weak. Not that I wasn't doing it right, that I wasn't making progress toward my goals. I used to really push myself to do the workout at the same fitness level as people who are way more fit than me, and it was just this kind of pressure on young people especially. There's pressure put on them to be perfect and do things perfectly, and I fell trapped to that as well. I still fall in that trap. I'm still try to be perfect where no one is perfect. And you see it everywhere on social media, all over. Everyone posts their accomplishments and how perfect they are. But the bad stuff's kind of pushed in the background usually. So the biggest takeaway from this is that modifying is so important. It's the only thing that gets me through tough workouts, really tough workouts that I'm not used to. And in some cases, it's essential for your health and mental well-being, because if you push yourself too hard, you're going to either injure yourself or pass out, and we just don't want that to happen. So I always modify the moves. If there's really difficult moves like a burpee, or they're doing jumping jacks that are really fast, you could do like a half jack instead, where you're not quite jumping all the way, but you're jumping with one leg on each side, and that kind of takes it down a notch. And even though you're modifying it, don't think that you're cheating. Don't think that you're not doing as well as they are, because if you're at a higher weight or you're out of shape, think about the extra weight. It's like you're holding a backpack, or you're holding weights, and you're doing that move, and you could be probably burning as much or maybe even more than the person doing the actual move, because they're so much lighter than you. Just something to think about. If you're not conditioned to that move, it's difficult for your body to perform that move, It's just new, so you're burning more overall. But like I said, I don't know all of the science behind it. I'm just giving my 2 cents on it, and I'm going to wrap it up. So, bottom line is, don't overdo it. Modify if you need it. If it's too easy, step it up. If it's too hard, modify it and make it enjoyable, because over time, if it's enjoyable, you're going to do it. You're way more likely to do it for the long term. Every day or 4 times a week, 5 times a week, however many times you decide to do it, and make sure you sprinkle in some days off here and there, or just 1 day off if you're feeling strong, just to bounce back. And yeah, join the community. I'm Lose and Maintain on there. You can friend me. I have my blog. And yeah, so happy goal getting. Reach those goals one baby step at a time. Have a good one.